when TKP broke up, by that point we were in Dunedin, Graham left and went to Christchurch, and I'd met an artist, a woman called Jono Lonie, and her brother was Jono Lonie, so I got to meet Jono through meeting Sally. And Sally did the cover for the record. Jackson Pollock just biffed and painted a colour cover for us, you know. Flying Nun wouldn't have given us a colour cover if we hadn't done that, but we got one. So I met him through her, and he was in a band called Stuffed Husbands, who were quite good. Not exactly the kind of thing I was into, but they had their moments, you know. And I guess I was kind of the same for him, kind of, yeah, he's quite good, not exactly what I'm into, but he has his moments, you know. But Jono he was a very good violinist, very good guitarist, like very technically capable. And he had some very, very good effects boxes that he'd picked up over the years. And so he had a really wide palette of potential sounds that he could that he could make. And I went round to his place one time and he played me a couple of things and they sounded really good. And so Sally said, you two should get together and do something. And I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know, you know. She said to me, because I said, I really like some of the stuff Jono does, but then there's other sounds he makes that I really don't like and wouldn't want to use. And she just said, look, you should be like the director. You know, think of it like a film. Like, if you don't like a sound, just tell him you don't like it. So, like, he'll be all right with it. Just go ahead and make this thing with him. And he was really, really open to collaborating. I bought a few pieces on the piano, 1 and 2, and Thief with the Silverado. The piano was recorded at me and Sally's flat, you know, so we didn't have a piano out where he was. He bought in That's Swim Two Birds and Ariel, which were 2 pieces he'd played me. And more or less all of Tarantella, which I think we've sort of figured out the rest of it while we're out there, but he had the guts of it. So we sort of bought it in 3 pieces each, and he, you know, found great sounds to put to my piano stuff. One day I played him the introduction, just, I don't know why I played it to him. I hadn't considered using it with the record, and he was like, wow, we should put this on the start of the record. It'd be a great way to start the record. I'm like, really? Oh, right, well, you play it. But it's got all those pauses where there's nothing, and super capable guitarist that he is, he struggled to get, and then he made me play it. It's like, you're the one, it's mostly nothing. You're the one who knows how much nothing. You've got to play it, yeah. And so I did, but he got me, I had access to his lovely sounding guitar and his equipment, so he made it sound really nice. And so there was our beginning, and then the rest of it was the stuff we improvised out there. So it was things like Inter Alia, Short Was Fast, Standing Stone, 1 or 2 other things. So there's this nice kind of balance between sort of stuff that he'd brought in, stuff I'd brought in, that we did stuff to each other's things. Although on some of his things I did nothing, but I recorded. And then this other bunch of stuff that we kind of made up together, and it allowed for a nice kind of balance. And I didn't have to sing on it. And on the last TKP record in the same room, there'd been a fair bit of singing. And so again, it was the complete opposite thing to do. So it made for a completely different record.